Good morning, everybody. One sober to another. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. Look, I just want to thank everybody for their support during the live stream. I appreciate everyone who visited, especially my nephew, Mikhail. He brightened up my day and brought a little bit of hope to what I'm doing, as well as Kelly Anderson. She is awesome, and she is on her way to sobriety, dealing with a little bit of anxiety about going to the dentist and possibly being under opiates, which I'm going to be discussing in a future video about triggers. Today's daily reflection for 8 February 2021, convincing Mr. Hyde. Let's go. All right, folks, put on your reading ears. It's time to do it. Even then, as we hew away, peace and joy may still elude us. That's the place so many of us AA oldsters have come to. And it's a hell of a spot, literally. How shall our unconscious, from which so many of our fears, compulsions, and phony aspirations still stream, be brought into line with what we actually believe, know, and want? How to convince our dumb, raging, and hidden Mr. Hyde becomes our main task. Regular attendance at meeting, serving and helping others, is the recipe that many of us have tried and found to be successful. Whenever I stray from these basic principles, my old habits resurface from my old self and also comes back with all of its fears and defects. The ultimate goal of each AA member is a permanent sobriety achieved one day at a time. Well, happy Monday morning. That is a lot to handle, isn't it? A lot of us have deep-seated character defects, and those seem to always come out when I was drinking. They always came out. You know, my rage, my ignorance, my ego, my hostility, all those things used to surface every single time I drank, and they didn't play a better part in my life. How do we convince Mr. Hyde that we are no longer that person? Well, in our sobriety, let me rephrase that. In my sobriety, I strive to be of service to folks like you. I strive to be helpful to all the people that I come across with, if it's either helping them with a flat tire, going out of my way to maybe get them a coffee, helping somebody stock some things on a shelf, all without expecting anything in return. Even lending a helpful ear to somebody who is struggling, either with just their day or, something in general that is bugging them. That is how I, this alcoholic, maintain my sobriety. Definitely through this channel, this helps me every single day to remember that I'm an alcoholic and that there are certain things I have to do in order to remain sober. And then next, if I'm helpful for other people, then that puts me into a better serenity as a whole than if I just self-served myself and said, I'm sober, that's good enough. Because believe it or not, folks, my character defects and everything else will surface if I once forget about the fact that I am an alcoholic who has a daily reprieve in order to maintain my sobriety. What do you do to maintain your sobriety? Drop your comments below so somebody can get some of that. Now, today is Montag, and I had this job starting today as a supervisor, and I talked about this yesterday on the live stream, which, by the way, if you dropped in to see it, I appreciate that. If you haven't, I'll put that card right there, and you could check it out for yourself, because there was a lot of good discussion, a lot of it generated by a family member of mine that just happened to show up, and it was so weird and bizarre, but I'm glad he showed up, and I'm glad I'm able to help him through his struggles. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so I start this job today. It's cool. Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. A for effort for Tom Brady. He proved that he's not a Barbie doll for the New England Patriots. I think that's cool. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope I didn't get lost in my translation. And I hope that you got something from today's daily reflection. If so, hit that like button so we can put this video in circulation and more people get to see it. Life's a garden. Dig it, folks. I'm Wayne, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a good day.